Hey ladies, today we're going to be talking about diastasis recti, which is an abdominal separation you get usually with pregnancy. Hey, so today we're going to be talking about diastasis recti. So what this is diastasis means separation. Recti refers to your ab muscles called the rectus abdominals. So what's going to happen is with diastasis recti, it's a fairly common condition in women, especially maybe during postpartum, in which the right and left halves of the rectus abdominis muscles actually split apart in the midline fascia. So what you're going to see if you have this is there's just going to be a gap here. Sometimes it can happen here, but generally it's going to happen through here. And they're different widths. Some people will have a 2-finger, three finger. So it can really vary depending on the condition in the person. So if the symptoms of, it's a symptom of excessive or unsupported intra-abdominal pressure. So what happens is the belly sticks out because the space between the left and the right of the belly has widened. So it's very common, like I mentioned, among pregnant women, and about 2/3 of pregnant women actually get this. So the best time to actually start strengthening your core is actually before you get pregnant. But if you already have this, then you really want to make sure you're taking the right steps to condition in the proper way. So first what you want to do is you want to test to make sure that you actually have it. And there's tons of great videos on YouTube that can show you how to do it. It's a super simple test. It takes a few minutes to see if you actually have it, or you can check with your OB/GYN. Most people, usually you can tell that you have it, but it's always good to make sure you test first before starting any kind of ab workout at all. So just very quickly, the exercises you want to avoid. You absolutely want to avoid a standard crunch. So that would be this motion here. So on the ground, you absolutely do not want to be doing any kind of standard crunch. What it does is it severely increases the intra-abdominal pressure. So it's going to push your organs outward against and through the gap and actually downward into the pelvic floor. So you really want to make sure you're avoiding that. And just like a regular sit-up, same thing. We don't want to do that. Any kind of twisting, anything here, you absolutely do not want to do any kind of twisting. Planking, this isn't really the time to do planking either. It just puts too much pressure on the abdominal wall. So I'm just going to run through really quickly 4 different exercises you can do at home just to help you gently start engaging the deep core stabilizers, the pelvic floor muscles, all of the muscles that have separated and that need just very gradual, gentle strengthening. Okay, so the first one we're going to start with is a pelvic tilt. So we're going to lay on the floor. Our knees are going to be bent. Our palms are going to be up. We're going to think belly button to spine. We're just going to gently rotate our hips up towards our face. So normally I would say have your head in a neutral spine, relaxed on the ground. I want to talk up to you guys. So just kind of know your head should be on the ground and fully relaxed here. So you're just going to think about raising and just kind of lifting that spine a little bit, but it's all through the hips. I'm just gently tilting my pelvis towards my face. It's a very small movement. It really doesn't show very much. So you're here, and I'm just engaging these very deep lower muscles here, relaxing, and I'm just tilting my pelvis up, and I'm rotating back on the ground. Rotating up, so you can see it's just a very slight tilt and relax. Tilt, and I'm really trying to engage those muscles, kind of clench them up and relax. So once again, those are some really critical muscles to work on. Those deep core stabilizers, those pelvic floor muscles. Okay, the next we're going to go into is a heel slide. This one is all about stabilizing through the core. Our knees are going to be bent. Our shoulders are going to be shoulder width apart. Our palms are going to be up. Neutral spine, navel to the spine once again. So we're kind of keeping our core engaged the whole time. What you're going to do is you're just going to press your heel Actually, I'm gonna bring this up because my heel's not gonna slide. And I'm gonna take my shoes off. Okay, just so you can kind of get a little bit more of a slide with these. So I'm just gonna take these off really quickly. Okay, so we're back down here. We're going to have our palms up. And you're just gonna think about a little bit of pressure in the ground. We're not gonna lift that heel, and then we're coming back. So that's for that navel to spine. We wanna think about our belly button to spine as we're pushing down, and then I'm bringing that up. I'm really feeling that through the bottom muscles here, those deep core muscles, those stabilizing muscles. So I'm down, bringing my knee up. I'm never lifting it off the ground. I'm not putting a ton of pressure, but I'm just really focusing on those deeper, lower muscles doing the work there. It doesn't look like it's doing a lot, but you're gonna feel that, like even just doing that little bit I did. Okay, next we're gonna go into a knee lift. We're staying in that same position. Everything is going to be bent knees, palms up, neutral spine, belly button to spine. So with this one, this time now we're just gonna focus on a knee raise. So think about controlling this, not only up, but down, especially on the down. I can really feel that lower muscle here doing a lot of work. So with all of these, I want you to think about doing maybe 8 to 10 reps. So I'm lifting, slowly lowering, because that's where I'm really feeling it on that lower of these. When I'm lowering my leg, I'm really feeling it through those deep core stabilizers. So the stronger you get, that's where you can start doing 2 feet and lower. And you're really gonna feel it when you're lowering on these. And lower. Belly button to spine and lower. Ooh, really good. Okay, our last one. We're gonna do a pelvic pillow squeeze. So we're gonna stay on the ground. You're just going to get the pillow in between your knees. So you're gonna be palms up. This is actually gonna be working the intra-pelvic floor muscles, and we're gonna be actually activating the abductor muscles, our inner thigh. So I'm laying here, once again, neutral head, my belly button to spine, my palms are up. I'm just thinking about really squeezing that pillow as hard as I can, bringing my knees together, and I'm gonna relax. Squeeze that pillow together the best that you can. Not only am I feeling that in my inner thigh, I'm actually feeling that in my really low rectus abdominis at the very bottom, and I'm relaxing. So think about anywhere from maybe 8 to 10 squeezes. Relax. Squeeze again as hard as you can. Just really think about trying to squeeze your knees together through that pillow and relaxing. So 8 to 10 reps. Try to think about doing maybe three rounds of each of these exercises, and try to do this workout 5 times a week, because they're very gentle exercises. You don't need to overdo it. Remember, it's all about healing and strengthening at the same time. Hey ladies, thanks for joining me today. I hope you found this video helpful. Please make sure you take things gently and carefully, because I know it's a long process. So just do what you can. Hit the like button, subscribe if you like the video today. Hey, leave us comments, let us know if there's any other videos you'd like to see from us. And thanks for joining me, and we'll work out soon.